Hello and welcome to Operation Crypto and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at Ethereum, have a look at some potential areas that you could invest and then some targets going forward and a little prediction of mine. First up, please make sure you do hit that like button, that you are subscribed to my channel, and let's crack on. If we just take a quick look at the overall market sentiment, if you look at the top, we have BTC dominance is still dropping. Even though we had a significant drop throughout all alts and BTC, the dominance is dropping, which is what we want to see. We are at 64.2%. Let's just keep that coming down and then that will ignite an alt season. So today we're going to be taking a look at Ethereum. So we do know that it is ranked number 2. It's been there for a long time. Today we have a coin price of $1,237. If you do not know, the maximum supply is 114 million. And then currently we are getting a massive $46 billion of 24-hour volume. That brings market cap today to $141 billion. It is on all the major exchanges. Binance is getting a fair chunk of the volume there, getting 6% against Tether, a further 2% against BUSD. I mean, there's a lot of pairs on here. If you've been to crypto for a while, you know where to get it. It is on pretty much every platform that sells crypto and every platform that sells BTC as well. One major point I want to look at is the all-time highs. I'm not sure what is on here. It might have been very recently. Yeah, 13th. Oh, it's got the old one. So 13th of January 2018, $1,432. I do believe it popped up a little bit more of that on some exchanges, but we'll have a look at a chart now, which I think I'm going to be using the Binance chart, and we will have a look at some potential areas we could invest in and some targets going forward. So here we have Ethereum versus Tether. This is a weekly time frame on Binance. As you can see, we've got a massive ball here in place. We have the all-time highs up here of $1,447, and we pretty much retested that area, very, very close to all-time highs on Binance at around $1,441. What I'm looking for now is some potential higher targets. As you can see, we've done quite a significant retracement. I mean, if we look at that, I'll tell you what, we'll drop into a daily time frame. Let's have a look at current prices. So we have done a bit of retracement. If we just have a look at that, how much it was. So from them highs up there, pretty much you could say to them lows, once we hit them highs, we've dropped 27%, nearly 30%. So we have made a significant retracement. But in my opinion, I do think it is time to push on. I think things are starting to get a bit bullish across the board. There's so many calls now for a potential alt season coming, so that's what I'm potentially looking at. So let's have a look at some areas that we could invest. So for this, I'm going to drop right down into a 4-hour time frame. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a Fibonacci. I do not have any support and resistance levels up at these levels because we have not traded in this area for much of a time really. So what I'm going to do is have a look at some potential investment levels with the Fib. So we'll drop the Fib from here up to those highs that we had. And we have done quite a big retracement. If you look at this move on the up, so we was in an uptrend, we broke down through an uptrend, and we nearly did a 78% retracement. It was close. We got down to $1,041. So that's quite a big drop really, and you could call it a shakeout. A lot of people have been flapping and saying, oh, should I invest, should I not? Then I mean, this could have been a potential level to invest the 78.6, but we didn't quite make it. So what I'm potentially going to look at now is new levels for investment, but I'm going to use the start of this move on a 4-hour time frame, and we will just go up to that candle there, have a bit of a zoom in. So if you are looking for potential buy orders, let's get right on that wick. Potentially the 382 level is always a good level to invest. So, I mean, that could be the first area to target if we just mark it up with a box. So this could be the first area to invest at $1,172 if the market does allow and if it does pull back. If for some reason the market does get a bit of a bigger pullback from today's greenery, then I think we could come down to this level, the $1,122, which is the 618 level. So there are two potential areas you could have some orders placed just in case the market does allow and it does come back down. But I mean, we was bearish, and now I think it is pretty much flipping back bullish, but we do need to pretty much close a daily candle above these areas up here to keep that sentiment going. So that is some potential areas to buy. What we need to do is also have a look at some first major targets, really. I mean, on the 4 hour, you could say we have some resistance at this level here. We're pretty much double topped. Let's get them right on them wicks. Double top, double tweezer tops, and then we retrace on that. So to me, that could be a level of a 4 hour resistance. I mean, you could, if you look at the daily, I don't think we have any at those levels. Not really, no. I mean, you could say we have. You could say there's a level around here with these wicks, but I think that's a first major point to get past. So just drop back into a 4 hour. That is pretty much a first area to target. So a first area to target is $1,387. If we do close a daily candle above that over the course of the next few days, potentially a week, then the first target is breaking those all-time highs at $1,447. Once we do break above then we can really start to look at some higher targets. Let me just have a look what I worked out on the, I think it was the daily with a Fibonacci. Yes, I think it will have been. So if we look at this as an entire move from here, and we'll put the fib on, and then we can target some higher levels. So if we use that move to there, really I will add this as my first target, which is the 1.618 level, and that's $1,777. But we also have the 1.272 as well. So that could be the first major target to go for, which is $1,587. Once we close a daily candle above the above that all-time high resistance. So I think once we do start pushing above all-time highs, we will do what Bitcoin did. If you just scroll right out, where was 20k on this? I think it was here, yeah. So this is what happened when Bitcoin hit 20k. We hit it, we retraced, because that were the all-time highs, it was natural resistance. We come back down, boom, and then look at that. Honestly, I think that is what was going to happen with Ethereum at some point over the next few months. I've already got a target on here, I believe. $5,000 is my first major target. I think, well, I'll say my price prediction. I think $5,000 is a nice round number to aim for. We do know that there's a lot of people using Ethereum, and exchanges are having supply issues. So the supply is running out. They're not getting enough on the exchanges to sell. So scarcity means price influx. So I do think that we need to obviously tackle these two areas first, but once we do start breaking into price discovery, I think it really will fly, and it will do a BTC type run. So that is some potential areas to target, so, and buy in here. And then obviously a major price prediction there of $5,000 if the market does allow. So that is the USDT pair. If we just have a quick look at the Ethereum BTC pair, which is absolutely savage. I've got this set up from the weekly time frame. Ethereum against BTC has been savaged. I mean, look at that. Since them highs up at, you could call it 0.12, we've been hammered. Then we're trading with around this area for pretty much 2-3 years. But we have broken out of a weekly downtrend now. And if you look at that from current resistance, what we're currently at, monthly resistance, and we've got 226% to go up to the all-time highs against the BTC. That is a long way to go, considering that Ethereum USDT from all-time highs is, let's have a look at that, from current price, that's a 15% move. So on the BTC pair, that has got a long way to go. And once that starts pushing and taking away that dominance, I think it's going to be lights out. Ethereum's going to pump, and then once that's done its thing, then I think it's going to be time for full-blown alt season and alts, money to flow into alts and start rallying. I'm not going to look at any levels to go up against here, because first what we need to do is close a daily candle above this monthly resistance at 0.037691. Once we do close a daily candle above that, guns away and start pushing up and knocking away at that dominance. If we just quickly take a look at dominance, this is what I've got set up. That was the last alt season, so we dropped from 71% down to 35%. This alt season, which is potentially on the loom, we hit 73%, so I believe that hopefully we can push down to these levels. As you can see, we've already started to roll over, currently just shy of 65% there. So once Ethereum BTC starts banging, this should come down. Ethereum USDT price should go up, hopefully start smashing above $2,000 over the course of the next few weeks. and then that will bring the dominance down, and then it's time for alt season. So that is the analysis on Ethereum today. If you do have any questions with regards to Ethereum or any other projects you'd like me to cover, then jump into my Telegram group, which is a Crypto Troops. You will find the link in the pinned comment and the description. So that's going to do it for today's analysis on Ethereum. Please make sure you do hit that like button, that you are subscribed to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.